Good evening, Lions fan, and welcome again to Memorial Stadium here in Mesquite, Texas, where the Greenville Lions are just about ready to take the field to take on the Pirates of Mesquite Poteet. This game is a district game, as we said. We're right in the middle of the district race. Both teams are 3-4, and both teams are looking to really square their season and be 4-4 after the 8th ball game. You know, Coach Cordell had some questions before this season started. I think he's had a lot of them answered. We have found out offensively we're going to be in pretty good shape next year. We've got two starters right now offensively are sophomores, which is DeKeiston Williams and Alton Dennis, and then our quarterback Jeremy Fowler is a junior, so it looks pretty good for next year. Of course, this year's not over with, but it's still nice to look out there and see those young kids contributing. But Mesquite Poteet is lining up in their kickoff return formation. Let's see, I can't see the numbers. Number 26, I see that one, is Matt Jacobs back deep. Number 8, Sky Dawson, and I'm not sure the other. And number 3, Corey Graham, back deep from Mesquite Poteet, and looks like Ryan Rump, number 41 from Greenville, is set to kick off.
Winner of this game stays alive in the playoffs.
And Rumpf kicks just a little floater, taken by Mesquite Poteet up back, number 10, which is Miller. He returns it maybe 3 yards to the about the 42.5-yard line of Poteet, where they'll take it 1st and 10.
It's a nice idea to be able to put the ball in play short like that, where you can eliminate the big kickoff return.
It looks like Miller might have been a little bit scared of Poteet's speed back there. But Poteet comes out with a, I can't tell I'm not seeing the quarterback's name. I do not think it's Maddox. One back set. Gives to the middle. Number 26 for Poteet. Jacob takes the ball up the middle for about a 3-yard gain.
That was a nice job by the interior line of the defense. Controlled that big offensive line that time and ran to the ball very, very well. Okay,
this sets up 2nd and about 7. The Poteet is moving from our right to left. Ball sitting at about the 46-yard line of Poteet. Got one back set again. Quarterback pulls it. Taken down after about a 12-yard gain by number 81, Cozine. But nice pickup. Let's see, the quarterback is I think it's number 8? Is that who was the quarterback at the time?
13.
Number 13.
13? Okay. Number 13, I don't even have a number 13 listed on the, okay. Well, we're not sure who number 13 is, folks. It's not listed on Poteet's, on their roster. But this sets up Poteet 1st down on the 43-yard line of Greenville. One back set, gives in the middle. Greenville Lions swarm.
Nice penetration.
Yeah, Greenville Lions. Ty Finney just broke through the line, and Andy Wood just swarmed through and dropped the Poteet runner. Let's see, I remember Jacob, for about a 2-yard loss that time. Just a great job by the Greenville defense.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take tonight. 2 or 3 men at a time running to the ball, and that's what happened that time.
Yeah, it looked like we might have had some stunts up front by Greenville that time. They were able to get through so quickly. 2nd and 13, ball resting on the 44-yard line of Greenville. One back, give again to the running back. Jacob breaks into the open and gets all the way down to the 32-yard line of the Lions that time. He just was able to get through there and get to what we call the 2nd level, which is a foot race in the secondary.
That was an excellent job of the big offensive line, linking up on their individual man and not letting that defensive man get off the block.
And we have an injury timeout for Mesquite, number 55, I believe. Carl Clayton, a little bit injured, kind of bent over, was very slow to get up. It's replaced by number 67 from Poteet. But let's go back. You know, we had 3 plays where Greenville had done pretty well stopping the big offensive line, but again, Poteet does a good job. They just keep after you, very disciplined, looks like a very disciplined ball club. and then all of a sudden they popped one through for about 12 or 13 yards, big play, went from second and long to first down on Greenville 32-yard line.
Yeah, Poteet's coming out wanting to run the football on Greenville, and it's going to be very important for Greenville to interior linemen to get off that block and not get tied up where it opens up that hole into the gap in the middle.
Okay, it is first and 10 on Greenville's 32-yard line, one back set, 4 wide receivers. Now there's movement by the Greenville lines. I really can't tell. It looks like Greenville was offsides. I did not see anybody from Poteet move. We'll get the signal offsides against Greenville, which will set up a 1st and 5. Now, Scott, that really hurts because, you know, you're already outweighed probably 25 or 30 pounds per man, and you're giving up 5 yards on first down just as nothing. Sets up 1st and 5, so that does hurt the lines to make those kind of mistakes. Yeah, but play resumes. 1st and 5, ball resting at the Greenville 28-yard line. One back. It's a give again to Jacobs. And again, Greenville does a good job in the middle of the line, just stacking up the line. Really playing tough right in the middle. Biddy Lee Shelby, I see him. Andy Wood, the linebacker. And Ty Finney's in on the play. Really, and drops the Poteet Jacob back for about a yard loss.
Now, both times Greenville has had outstanding defensive plays. You've seen a little stunning in the front line, and you've seen people getting off those blocks and 2 or 3 men penetrating. It's going to take 2 or 3 of those in a row to stop this offense.
Poteet is staying in their same basic formation. This time they have more of a twin set to the right. They have a one-back motion across the formation, get trips right. And the little counter play in the middle for good yardage, close to a 1st down this time. It looks like it's going to be very close. I'm not sure if he has it. Earl's the one that usually has the good eye for this. It's going to be very close if they didn't get the 1st down. Earl says it's going to be about a foot short, but Poteet has yet to throw the pass yet, and they're concentrating on the ground game. Obviously, they feel they can run on Greenville.
Matt Jacob, number 26, the ball carrier, is 195 pounds. He ran very hard inside that time and made a lot of that yardage on his own.
Yeah, because Greenville looked like they, at the point of attack, well, no, we have a penalty, this decline. What was the penalty? Earl, did you?
Offsides.
Oh, boy.
Offsides, Greenville.
Okay, well, it's null and void. I sure didn't see it.
They did get the 1st down anyway.
But they got the first, they did get the 1st down on the run, so the penalty is declined. Poteet breaks the formation. Got twins to the right. One receiver to the left. One back gives again to Jacobs. Again, Greenville does a good job in the middle. Number 4, Jermaine Hamilton is in on the play. Number 51, 52, Kevin McDonald gets up a little gingerly. Reggie Washington, number 30, was in on the play. Short gain, only about 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Greenville's having 1 and 2 plays per 4-down series where they're making excellent plays. They've got to string them together to stop this drive.
Exactly right. This brings up a 2nd and 8. The ball is resting on the 20 and a half yard line of Greenville. Poteet had 3 wide receivers to the right. One back, give. Quarterback's going to pull it up, looking to throw. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Poteet. Touchdown, Poteet. That time, Poteet really did a good job of setting that play up. It was play action pass. This is a problem Greenville's had all year. Their secondary tends to watch the backfield and doesn't watch their keys when the receivers are released to run their routes. And there was a Poteet player about 7 yards behind anybody from Greenville. Just an easy throw for number 13, just lobbed it in there for the touchdown. But the extra point is good. And with, let's see, 8:21 left in the first quarter, the score is Poteet 7, Lions 0. Joining us with 8:21 left in the first quarter, the score is Poteet 7, Lions 0. We did find out number 13, Sutton, is the quarterback for Poteet. Thank you, Earl, for finding that out for us. Poteet is kicking off from the 40-yard line. It will be fielded by, I'm not sure. I can't tell with the Greenville ball carrier. He did a nice job, though. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to see what number it was. We're very, very high in the press box at Mesquite, and some of the numbers are hard to see, but Greenville receiver caught the ball, at about the 15-yard line, had a nice return to just about the 35-yard line of Greenville. Kind of a little pooch kick. But like I said, I apologize, I could not see who it was.
I believe it was number 2, Courtney Gray.
Okay, number 2, Courtney Gray. Greenville takes the field. Greenville's offense for the first time tonight. Fowler is at quarterback. Looks like Williams is the running back. Greenville has trips to the right, moving from our left to right. Give to Keyston Williams. Williams lowers his head and gets about 2.5, 3 yards, just right up the middle.
He had a little seam there. They closed very quick. Poteet is keying on him on Keyston right off the bat.
Just very quickly, Poteet's scoring drive covered 8 plays at 57 yards. It took him 3 minutes and 39 seconds and was capped by a 20-yard pass from Sutton to Preston. But enough about that. Greenville lines up, 2 backs in the backfield, Fowler in the shotgun. Give to Williams. Williams looking for a hold, running kind of tentatively. Not much there. Actually lost about a yard, which is going to bring up 3rd and long, but wasn't much there on that play. Looked like Poteet's defense really smelled that one out.
Yeah, Poteet did an excellent job that time filling their gaps and making sure the cutback lane was not there.
Okay, Greenville going with the no-huddle offense, trying to keep the Poteet a little bit confused. 1 back, Williams in the backfield, joined by Fowler, the quarterback. We have twins to either side, Fowler back to pass. Looking for the underneath route, he's got it. Greenville, Courtney Gray picks up the first down. Oh, I'm sorry, number 9.
Gerald Nelson.
Gerald Nelson coming underneath, just a little crossing route. All the receivers had run deep. He just came across real nice and easy. Just a nice little flip from Fowler and an easy first down.
Jeremy looks so comfortable back there right now. From last week, he continues the same good decision making and the great rhythm that he had of last week.
Lions break the formation, have twins on both sides. Williams in the backfield with Fowler. Fowler takes a snap. Give Williams. Williams breaks. Oh, and there's a fumble on the play. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, so unfortunate. Williams had broken for about a 5 or 6 yard run. He was looking for more. We do have a flag down, but I bet it's going to be against Greenville for holding. What do you think? And then,
right on.
Yeah, Lee. So unfortunate. Williams was looking for more yardage, had a nice play, making some moves, and Poteet ball carrier just brought his helmet in and just hit the ball perfectly, squirted up in the air, and Poteet recovered it. There was a flag down, but it was against the Greenville Lions and his decline. And now Poteet has the ball at the 49-yard line. Tough break, Scott.
Yeah, Keyston made a good move there, was looking to pick up additional yards, and the tackler's helmet hit on a perfect spot on the ball, knocked it free.
Oh, man, first turnover. That's really tough. Poteet breaks the formation, twins to the right, 1 back. Give to Jacobs in the middle. Nice job by Jermaine Hamilton.
Excellent job.
Slices in here from his outside linebacker to tackle Jacob for about a yard loss. Again, we're doing a good job on first down, containing them. It's either second or third down, they usually get a big play.
Let's put these back to back. That's the kind of effort we need. Back to back plays like that, we'll get the ball right back.
Yeah, right now Greenville looks quicker and faster than Poteet.
They look quite a bit quicker.
Poteet's got more size, they're thicker, but Greenville is moving faster, moving quicker. So we'll see how that plays out. 2 backs in the backfield with who is it, Sutton? Oh, we got flags on the play before the play even gets started.
Yeah, that's going to be against the offense. That's a good job. We need that.
Offsides against the offense. Not sure who moved. 5-yard penalty will set the ball back, and will should bring up 2nd and about 16. Yeah, 2nd and 16. Very important this time to hold these guys to a short gain here and force them into a passing situation that we hopefully can cover.
This is where we're wanting them to step up and go back to back with good plays. Let's get it to 4th down and make them punish the ball back.
Poteet comes to the line of scrimmage with trips to the right, 1 back with Maddox, single receiver to the left. Ball snap, looking for a quick pass. Greenville, set up a tight end screen. Nice job, Greenville defense. Oh, that was beautiful.
That's an excellent job by the defense that time. They smelled out the screen, made the quarterback pump the ball, had good pressure on the quarterback. That was blown up from the very beginning because of penetration from the Greenville defense.
Yeah, Jermaine Hamilton had come from his outside backer on a hot blitz and was able to really disrupt the play and make Maddox think twice about when to throw it. And by the time he actually threw the screen, the Greenville defenders were surrounded it, kept up about a 2-yard gain. which brings up 3rd and 14. Trips to the left, one back, under gun, handoff to Jacob.
Good job defense.
Fumble on the play. Earl called a fumble. Greenville Lions are saying they have. Oh,
Yes.
Greenville Lions do have it. Yes, big break for Greenville. Got the ball right where they fumbled it.
They got it right back where the Keystone placed it on the ground.
The same spot on about the 49-yard line of Poteet.
There's 3 good defensive plays right in a row, and it paid off for Greenville.
Yeah, Greenville, like I said, in the beginning of the year as we were coming over tonight, I was saying I was a little disappointed the way Greenville was playing defense, but I've seen some improvement, and I saw some pretty good defense last week, but tonight I'm seeing some very good defense.
The tackling is sharp and clean, and you're seeing people use good technique to get the ball carried on the ground.
Greenville takes over 1st and 10, ball sitting at the 49-yard line of Poteet. Fowler under the gun, takes snap, looking back, looking to throw. Quick throw, a little bubble route to number 3, Kevin Heath. Ball is dropped, and probably a good thing it was. You know, he was probably going to be dropped for about a 3-yard loss if he had dropped the ball. But again, you know, both sides, that was somewhat of a similar play that Poteet ran on the unsuccessful 2nd down.
Poteet had that diagnosed very well from the very beginning.
Both offenses are very similar. The one-back spread, want to throw the ball, want to, confuse. Greenville Fowler takes a snap under gun, looking downfield, is in trouble and is sacked. Fowler is sacked. It was a good job by Poteet. All the Greenville receivers were really covered. He had no place to go. Just held on the ball a little bit too long. Initially, the protection was good, but just finally broke down. And Fowler is sacked for, about a 12-yard loss. Sets up, how long?
7.
A 7-yard loss? Okay. Brings up, it was a ways back there.
It's a long way to go now.
Yeah. Brings up 3rd and 18. Fowler takes snap, looking deep. Scrambling, buying some time. Pitches it out to a Greenville receiver, number 6, Dennis. Had the ball, probably should have caught it. Mesquite Poteet secondary closed on him very quick. Wouldn't have been enough for the 1st down. Would have picked up probably about 10 yards or so. But unfortunately, an opportunity squandered for the Greenville Lions.
Fowler did a good job buying some time with his feet that time. Made a good pass, but the defensive player hit him right on the point of impact and knocked the ball loose.
Greenville set up to punt. Fowler, and it's blocked to punt. Oh, man.
Number 11 for Poteet blocks a punt.
Well, I don't even see how he got through there, but we've set up a punt formation. Centered the ball back. Fowler took the snap, getting ready to block it. Number 11 just came out of nowhere from Poteet. Desmond Gladney just came out of nowhere, just like a phantom. Blocked the punt, picked it up or scooped it about the 15, kind of almost, we couldn't really get a handle on it, and we finally recovered it at about the 8-yard line. Bad series of events for Greenville, which sets up Poteet 1st and 10 on the 7-yard line of Greenville after the blocked punt.
Fowler did a good job after the block of chasing down the Poteet player and making the tackle on the 7-yard line, giving the defense a chance to make a stand here.
Poteet lines up 2 backs in the backfield, twins to the right, handoff, reverse pivot on the quarterback, and he's in trouble. And Greenville intercepts the ball. It's a foot race. Who is this?
Number 81.
81, Kozine. He's going to take this one in.
He's to the 30.
He ran out of his shoe.
He came out of his shoe. Greenville scores.
Greenville Lions. Touchdown, Greenville Lions. Scott, this full moon is in play tonight.
There's the importance right there when something negative happens and the punt was blocked. And Jeremy Fowler did not give up, made the tackle on the 7, gave the defense a chance to make a play, and look what happens. You get an interception in return for a touchdown.
Let me try, as the Greenville sideline and faithful are on their feet. They're celebrating. The band is fired up playing. The flashes are over there celebrating. Just a wonderful play. Give me just a second. Greenville's going to try the PAT, and I really want to try to describe what happened because it happened so quickly. And Jim, I don't know if we need to go commercial at this or not. If we do, let me know. But if we don't, I want to describe this play, how Greenville got this touchdown. Greenville lines up for the extra point. Number 12, Tarrant on to kick. Fowler hold. Kick is up. It is good. And Greenville leads with 3:50. Greenville ties the ball game 7-7. Well, if you're just joining us, 3:49 left in the first quarter. The ball game is tied. Poteet 7 and Line 7. And I'm going to quickly try to describe this play. Greenville's fixing to kick off. As soon as kick off, we get this, and we're going to talk about that touchdown play because it happened so quickly and so many things happen on the play. I want our fans to get an idea of what happened. Number 41, Ryan Rumpf is kicking off from the 40-yard line. Gets another little pooch kick, taken by number 10 of Poteet at the 25-yard line. Brings the ball up to the 40, breaks loose at the 50. He's still running at the 30 and knocked out of bounds. At the 21-yard line of Greenville. What a costly mistake. I'm not sure why Coach Cardell's having him pooch kick, but that one hurt him bad.
Jared Miller, number 10, made a very good job returning that kickoff. Found a little seam, took it down the left sideline. Has put Greenville right back in the hole on defense.
Again. But Miller returned 52-yard return on that short kickoff. But just quickly, let me describe the touchdown play. Poteet had the ball on the 7-yard line. Their quarterback, Sutton, faked the ball to the right to a ball carrier. He then turned like on a naked bootleg back to the left, and it looked like it was a run option. He began to run. He was Jermaine Hamilton was from Greenville, our outside backer, was on him quick. So it was like a pass option. So he threw the ball just almost like a basketball shot, just lofted it to a receiver, and Tyree Cozines picked it up about the 3-yard line, took it all the way back, ran so fast he actually ran out of his shoe at the 30-yard line, but that didn't slow him up any, and took it all the way in for the Greenville score. It was really an exciting play. We have a timeout on the field.
Poteet called the timeout.
Okay, Poteet called the timeout. So with 3:38 left to play, the score is Poteet 7, Lion 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds, I'm sorry. Okay, we're back now, and Greenville continues to play good defense. As we were coming in from the break, Poteet snapped the ball. He had handoff, trying to run like a sweep to Greenville's right-hand side. Lions do a very good job of containing the running back, and really no gain on the play. The ball is rest. We got a flag down?
There is a flag on the play.
Okay.
Offside Greenville.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Earl says Greenville's offside again, which makes it 1st and 5. Greenville's defense is really being pushed right now. The last two drives, first one was on the 7. This one is started on the 22-yard line. Now we're at the 17-yard line of Greenville. So we're putting ourselves in the hole. Sutton under center, handoff to
excellent tackle.
Let me see, who was that?
Number 30.
Another running back. Bibbins brought down by number 33, I believe, Washington, and number 4, Hamilton, for really about a half a yard gain.
That was a nice one-on-one play on the corner. Washington made an excellent play on the Poteet running back at that time. He had an opening if he was able to get out there, and that was another good job of Greenville squaring up and putting the man on the ground.
Okay, 2nd and 5, ball resting at the 18-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Sutton under center, one back under. Got an option play. The ball's on the ground. And he running the option. Sutton was trying to make the pitch to number 30, Bibbins from Poteet. A high pitch. Bibbins couldn't handle it. And I thought the Greenville ball defender, I'm not sure who it was, I think it was Nathan Ballot, number 24, had pitch responsibilities. And it was a race between him and Bibbins to get to the ball that was rolling around about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That puts Poteet back in a situation of about 3rd and 14, 15. Greenville has another opportunity to put back-to-back plays together and have the opportunity to get the ball back right here.
Poteet breaks the huddle, has twins on both sides. Wing set to the right, twins to the left. Looking for the quick tight end screen again. And he went down, his knee went down. Okay. It was a little quick screen. Sutton throws the ball out very quickly to one of the receivers, but he actually had his knee on the ground when he caught the ball.
And high school football, you don't have to be touched with the knee on the ground. Once the knee goes down, you're down. And it brings up 4th down.
I guess Poteet is setting up for a field goal. This will be
A long field goal.
yes, it will. This will be about a 47-yarder, Earl. Am I correct about that? 10 yards in the end zone. 48-yard field goal. Pretty long field goal for a high school kicker. This young man must be a pretty good kicker. The snap, the hold, the kick is on its way, and it is good. It is good. A 48-yard field goal from number 14, Jason Fowler.
We were talking about it right at the beginning of the game. There was some smoke from the run-throughs, and the smoke came out and hovered over the field and did not move. There is no wind here at all right now, and you could see that ball just floated in the air and carried the full 48 yards.
That's exactly right. We're looking at the American flag. It hasn't moved. It's just laying on just really laying on the pole itself. There's no wind, no movement. A nice crisp night. The air is a little bit thinner when it's cold and dry like this. So, but take nothing away from Jason Fowler from Mesquite Poteet, a 48-yard field goal. Nice kick set up by the 52-yard return of the kickoff that ensued after the Greenville touchdown.
The special teams, are such an important part of the game. Greenville had the interception and the long run back and had the momentum going their way, and all it takes is one play with a kickoff and it changes the game completely.
Greenville setting up for the kickoff return. Back deep is number 21 Williams, number 2 Gray, and Earl, can you see the number? I think it's 31, or no, I really can't tell.
It is very difficult to see the numbers from this distance.
Poteet kicks it deep, kicks it to, that's number 81, that's Kozine. Takes the ball at the 11-yard line, dances around the 20, still looking for room to run, takes the ball back to the 15-yard line, is wrapped up and is brought down at the 17-yard line.
I think he ran about 40 yards sideways to gain 2.
I think you're exactly right. A little bit too much dancing, a little shuffling. You just need to kind of take that one and go up the middle. But be that as it may, Greenville will set up 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line, 17-yard line, 18-yard line. 18-yard line. But hats off so far to the Greenville defense. They've really played well. They've been put in a couple of precarious spots. They were able to take one back from a touchdown, and they were able to hold them to a 48-yard field goal. So great job by the Greenville defense.
Yes, if the defense can continue playing at this level tonight, Greenville will be in this ball game all the way.
Greenville breaks the huddle, and we have trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Williams takes the handoff. Actually no gain, maybe a half a yard. It looked like something was going to develop with the run to the Greenville's right, but number 40, Dahlia, was able to shut the door from the backside. He's a outside linebacker, was able to chase the play down from the backside on the counter.
Poteet's doing a great job on gap control right now, making sure that they're playing their techniques.
Fowler takes a snap, throws the ball.
Excellent throw.
To number 11, McGuffey from Greenville, I believe. And just a beautiful strike on about a 10-yard post. Good enough for the first down and about 6 yards more. Brings the ball all the way out to the 36-yard line. That was really a beautiful route and a nice job by Fowler and McGuffey.
That was great timing. As soon as Fowler's back foot hit, he let the ball go and the receiver cut right into the gap.
Nice job. Greenville lines up, trips to the right. Now we motion across. Fowler keeps the ball on a little, it looked like it was kind of a quarterback counter. Fake to number 6 coming across Dennis. Didn't really fool anybody or draw anybody. And Fowler really didn't have very far to go before Poteet was able to envelop him pretty quickly and get him on the ground.
Poteet's been schooled tonight. It's very obvious that they've paid a lot of attention to the misdirections of Greenville's offense, and they're staying at home.
Okay, and that is the end of the first quarter with the score in Mesquite, the Pirates 10 and the Greenville Lions 7. We'll be back with more Greenville Lions football in 60 seconds. Okay, Jim. Fowler is back to pass. Has number 21 Williams out in the flat. Williams breaks 2 or 3 and 4 tackles takes the ball all the way down to the Poteet 40-yard line, a pickup of about 17 yards on the little swing pass from Fowler to Williams out in the flat.
We were just talking at the break, David, that Poteet was doing a great job on gap control. Greenville got outside of it that time, and if you can get through that initial control of those gaps on that interior 7, there's room to run, and that's exactly what happened.
Beginning here in the second quarter, Greenville Lions are on the prowl, looking to get back in this ball game or maybe take the lead. Williams in the backfield, running back, Fowler under center. Motion across the formation, Fowler facing motion. Oh no, it's a give to number 6, Dennis. Little inside reverse. Small pickup, maybe of about 2 yards on first down.
He faked us out here in the booth, but he didn't fake out Poteet. They went with the right guy and made the tackle.
Yeah, well, Earl said he saw it. Earl's got those eagle eyes, man. He's young.
Going across
Earl's young. I got contacts, and Scott, you got glasses. Greenville lines up and twins on both sides. Williams in the backfield. Fowler takes a snap. A little hitch pass out in the flat to number 6, Dennis.
Oh,
He's still fighting.
effort.
Dennis is still fighting down to the 20-yard line. Boy, he took a play that should have gone for about 3 yards and turned it into one that went about 20 yards. Just a nice job by the Greenville receiver, Dennis, in the flat. Strong running.
The offensive timing's excellent tonight. The ball was right on the numbers, right when it needed to be delivered, and hard running by the Greenville receiver.
Well, I tell you what, Fowler really looks confident. I mean, this is a young man that's just grown as this season has gotten on. He has really grown into this role.
You can see his confidence is building every play.
Greenville lines up. Handoff inside to Williams. Tripped up inside by number 40, Dahlia from Poteet. It looked like Williams was just ready to get started around the corner. Had a room to the outside, but Doyle was able to just make a shoestring tackle and drop Williams in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss. Brings up a 2nd and 13. The ball is resting at the 25-yard line of Mesquite Poteet. Scott, it's really important to get some points here.
Yeah, we're down in the scoring area. We need to come away with points here.
Greenville lines up 2 backs in the backfield. Inside head to Courtney Gray, little crossbuck action. Poteet again doing a very good job of gap control. Number 40, Dahlia, again coming from the backside, able to chase down the Greenville ball carrier before the play really ever got developed. With now in another loss of about 3 yards, bringing up 3rd and 15 for the Greenville Lions. And again, you know, it's really important. We're down here in this scoring territory, but we're having a hard time right now.
Not quite in what we call the red zone yet, but Greenville's down where they need to make this field position count.
No backs in the backfield. We have the no back. Yeah, Poteet did a good job. There was no backs in the backfield. Fowler dropped back, and they brought Dennis really right down the line of scrimmage, almost a long handoff.
Yeah, just a little middle screen, and Poteet read it right from the beginning.
Yeah, they were just waiting on it. Dennis never had a chance with that one. Brings up 4th and 18. Unfortunately, the last 3 snaps, Greenville has lost a total of 8 yards. They're 3 and 2, so we're going the wrong direction. But it looks like Coach Cordell has elected to go ahead and go for it in 4th and 18.
Watch for the quick kick.
Fowler's back to pass. He has time. He looks. He lets it go. The pass is caught at the 1-yard line. The 2-yard line. A magnificent catch by Scott. Help me out. Earl, help me out. Number 6, Dennis. Number 6, A.D. Dennis, a sophomore. Last week and this week is just setting this place on fire.
There's your sophomore wide receiver and your junior quarterback. He bought time with his legs. He read the defense. He made the throw right in between 2 defensive backs. Dennis goes down low, makes a great reception at the 2, and Greenville's ready to take the lead.
We're sitting on about the 2.5-yard line of Poteet. 2 backs in the backfield, Finney and Williams in the backfield. Jeremy Fowler under center. We have a fumble on the play that looks like Poteet does have it. That time it looked like we outcoached ourselves, Scott. We got in 2 back and we brought a little wing back across, and we're trying to set up a little toss sweep, and it was doomed from the beginning.
It looked like we might have been in an unbalanced line that time, which I haven't seen them run that too much, and it was a little counter pitch.
Yeah.
And the pitch glanced right off the intended pitch back, and Petit recovers.
It was Dennis again. He was trying to flip it to Dennis, like a little reverse. But oh man, that one really hurt. But the ball is at the 7-yard line. Poteet takes the ball, snap. Greenville defense does a good job on number 30, Bibbins. From Poteet is the ball carrier. Minimum gain of about 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 8.
I believe the whole front 7 was involved that time for Greenville. That was an excellent job of penetrating the line of scrimmage and running to the ball.
2nd and 7, the ball resting on the 12-yard line. It was ball deep in Poteet territory. Very important for the Lions to hold here and get the ball back with good field position. Again, Bim is on the carry. Number 26, Jacob on the carry. Minimum gain of about 2 yards. Will bring up 3rd and maybe 4. Big play here for the Greenville Lions to hold them. Really be nice to have them punt from this area. We could end up getting the ball in a very good field position again. But Greenville defense is playing well. If we just don't get any offside penalties, put ourselves in the hole.
This is a very important play here for field position. Give us a chance to go back and get the ball back on offense again and go score 7.
Poteet snaps the ball, running the option. Oh, nice play by number 24, Nathan Ballard. Smelled that out. It looked like the old inside veer. There was a fake to what we call the dive back. The quarterback pulls it, pitches it out. Nathan Ballard just looked like a bullet. I mean, he was screaming across that line of scrimmage, and he had a bead on the Mesquite ball carrier. He just nailed him for about a 6-yard loss.
There was a triple opportunity there, either to give, run, or pitch, and Greenville had all 3 covered.
Ryan Mosby put good pressure on the quarterback, quickly make him throw to pitch the ball a little faster than he wanted to. The punt from Poteet hits at about the 37-yard line, rolls back to about the 36-yard line, where it is down by a Poteet player, and Greenville Lions will take the field 1st and 10 on Poteet's 35-yard line. Just a nice job by the defense. Sets the offense up in good field position here.
That's another excellent job by the Greenville defense. Playing very well tonight. Puts the offense right back in the saddle where they can go out, push the ball down the field, and let's put it in the end zone this time.
Greenville breaks the formation. We have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Fowler's back to pass. Looking downfield, wide open is number 9, Nelson, on a little underneath pass. Nelson picks up a quick 11 yards. Should move the sticks. They're marking it right at the 25 of Poteet. Nice job by Jeremy Fowler. Like I say, he's looking very comfortable. And the referee, is he signaling a first down? First down, yes he is.
That was a well-designed play. You had the outside receivers really pushing the defensive backs back. You had a drag route underneath, and excellent protection by the front line for Greenville.
Fowler takes snap, looks to the pass again, pulls the ball down, he's scrambling, and he goes down, slips, and then he's trounced upon by a Poteet defender. Loss of about 10 yards. Fowler just held on that one a little bit too long. Josh McGuffey, number 11, was breaking open early in the route. Fowler elected to pull the ball down. It was almost the same play, just a different receiver. But he saw something I guess he didn't like, pulled the ball down, tried to scramble, and fell down, and at the time he was trying to get back up, maybe to continue the play, was jumped on by a Poteet player.
Now, he just lost his feet that time. He had good pressure on him, but he just slipped down that time.
Fowler takes a snap, 2nd and 20, looking downfield. Again, good catch by Derek Lucas. Takes the ball. Lucas is fighting down to about the 27-yard line. Nice little pickup of about 8 plays. Which will bring up a 3rd and about 12. But Greenville's having success of running the receiver or running the secondary off with 2 deep receivers and then dragging somebody across the middle like an old tight end drag.
They're running the drag routes 3 consecutive plays here, and they have been open all 3 times.
And Fowler doing a good job picking it up. I got a feeling he's going to take one deep in a second, though. 3rd and 13. Fowler takes a snap, looking downfield. Protection's good. Oh! And overthrown Dennis. Dennis had broken open. Fowler had that ball sail on him. Dennis takes a hard shot, kind of halfway goes up to catch the ball. Ball was pretty far over his head, and number 4 from Poteet, Dauber, just put his helmet right in the back of Dennis, and Dennis was a little slow to get up, but Fowler had that one sailed on because Dennis was open early in the route.
That was about a 12, 15 slant, and the ball was a little bit high and got him up in the air, and he got hit pretty hard.
Okay, again, trips right, Fowler takes the ball, looking downfield. He breaks free, buys some time. The ball, and it was hit from behind by number 40, Delia, just as the ball was coming out of his hand. He had a man breaking free downfield. Looked like he was looking for Lucas again, number 10. But as soon as he was letting the ball go, number 40 hit the ball, knocked it out of his hand, which I think that was fourth down, correct?
Yes, that was. And,
okay.
and Dale Delia is really having a heck of a game for the Pirates. Number 40, 6 foot, 197 senior. That's about the third or fourth time that he's had penetration and really causing havoc in the backfield for the Lions.
There's 4:39 left in the second quarter. Tight ball game. Poteet 10, Lions 7. Poteet takes first down on the 27-yard line of their own 27-yard line. Moving from our left to our right. Snap, give in the middle. Number 26, Jacob, on the ball, on the carry. Picks up about 2 yards, just kind of hitting it right in the middle, just seeing what they can grind out against us.
Greenville's interior 7 is playing a very good ball game right now, controlling that inside. Poteet hasn't given up. They keep pounding it up the middle. Greenville's responded at this point in the game, and if we can continue doing that, it's going to put Greenville, keep them close in the ball game and give the offense a chance for one of those quick strikes.
Number 9, Cy Bullock, is now playing quarterback, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right. They did switch.
Number 9, Cy Bullock. They break the huddle quickly. Bullock takes a snap, looking downfield, has a man open, throws a ball, number 15, complete at the 42-yard line of Poteet, good enough for a first down.
A little square-in route.
Yep.
Quarterback did a good job. Little roll to the right, and pass was right on the money. The Greenville defender did make the play immediately, but not before he had enough yardage for the first down.
Yeah, good routes by Poteet, good route runners. Poteet, first and 10, ball resting at their 42-yard line. Bullock takes a snap, looking for the option. Greenville plays it well. Ryan Mosby hangs on to him. Nice job by Ryan Mosby. He picked up about 6 yards, but Mosby did a good job of getting off his block and actually made Bullock hold on to the ball. He thought about pitching it. They were going to the short side of the field, but nice play by Ryan Mosby to basically play one defender playing 2 men and hold that to really about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, I think we had a little breakdown that time on the option, and Mosby did a good job of playing both players at that time and showing enough speed to run down the quarterback. The
ball's sitting right at the 50-yard line, 2nd and 2 for Poteet. Snap and center give to good job by the Greenville line. The give was to number 26, Jacob. But again, as Scott has alluded to, the Greenville front seven is really doing a good job. That time, Ryan Mosby, Jermaine Hamilton, Kevin McDonald, Benny Lee Shelby, and I believe Andy Wood were all in on the ball carrier.
Good penetration.
Able to get him for about a 2-yard loss, which sets up about 3rd and 5. Another big third down here in this drive.
3rd and 5. We need to get that penetration again.
Ball is snapped. Oh, and he falls down. The quarterback falls down. His knee is down. He was setting up play action. He had faked the ball to the middle of the formation to number 26, Jacob. He had pulled the ball out. This is Bullock, the quarterback I'm speaking about. Tripped and fell down. His knee hit the ground and was blown immediately dead.
Dave, there's a perfect example of just the small things in the game. The starting quarterback that gets all the snaps during the regular time probably doesn't run into his back, might not fall down there. And this time they had the collision in the backfield. He goes down and Greenville gets the ball back.
Punt formation for Poteet. Gray is back deep for Greenville. The ball is kicked. Gray is looking to field the ball. The ball's kicked away from him. It actually looks like it hit a Poteet player. Gray picks the ball up, and the corner man, number 5, does a good job. Redding for Poteet. Gray picked the ball up, and number 5 was able to just get a shoestring tackle and brought Gray down at about the 15-yard line. If he had not, Gray had a little bit of room to run.
I know that the coaches a lot of time when the ball's rolling like that don't want to see that player pick it up, but he probably made a pretty wise decision. That had that end-over-end roll. That looked like that was going from the 20 down to the 10, maybe the 5, he put Greenville in a situation where they're not right inside their own goal line.
Well, Greenville takes over 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line with 1:28 left on the clock. Fowler's back looking. He's buying himself some time. Oh, and he was trying to hit Dennis short. Took a long time for that play to develop. But what are you saying, Earl?
The ball was tipped.
No, the ball was tipped. I think some Greenville fans thought there might have been some interference, but the ball was tipped, which negated any interference. But Greenville offensive line giving Fowler plenty of time, but if, the secondary of Poteet that time really did a good job of covering the receivers from Greenville. Fowler had no place to go and really was lucky that pass wasn't intercepted, Scott.
They had him spotted up in the defensive backfield that time. There was nowhere to go with that ball.
2nd and 15, ball resting at the 15-yard line. Handoff to Williams. Williams breaks to his left, tucks it up under, just gets what he can, which is about nothing, actually. And I think Poteet is calling a timeout. We are at 3rd and 10 with 1:11. They're thinking if they can stop Greenville here, then they can get the ball in good field position, have some time to work with it.
Yeah, that was a good timeout, good clock management. They stopped Greenville here on 3rd down and 10 and have an opportunity to get the ball back on the plus side of the field.
Greenville, really, it'd be nice if we could get a 1st down here to keep the clock moving. I mean, obviously we want to score, we need a big play, but I would really like to not give the ball back to Poteet with this much time because let's say we kick from right here, they would probably get the ball somewhere about their 40, maybe 45-yard line. And like I said, Greenville's defense has done a good job, but it'd be nice to have the offense just give the defense a little bit of rest and get some consistency and move the sticks here. But this is a big 3rd down here for the Greenville Lions. The ball is resting at about the 16-yard line of Greenville.
Dave, to give credit where it needs to be due, the offensive line is doing an excellent job buying time for their quarterback to make a pass.
Fowler gives the ball to Williams. Williams breaks in the secondary. It's a foot race. Williams is all the way out to the 37-yard line of Poteet. Nice job of just running a little crossbuck action. Fake to one back. I think he faked to grade number 2 and gave it to Williams coming across the formation. And a nice pickup of about 20 yards. Really gets Greenville out of the hole. Again, Greenville goes back to Williams, running the counter play, nowhere to go. Poteet is able to get him down quickly, no gain. But Scott, that was a nice play, a very timely part in the second quarter.
That is exactly what Greenville needed right there, to keep the clock rolling, keep possession of the ball. It was a great interior block that time on a kick out on the defensive end, and Keyston Williams turned it right up and ran for the 1st down.
2nd and 11, Fowler back to pass, a little rollout. Fowler's looking downfield. Ball was intended for Dennis on the Greenville sidelines. Would have been a nice pickup of about 9 yards, but the pass was errant. I really couldn't tell, or Dennis couldn't hold on to it, but it does stop the clock with 29 seconds left in halftime. Score is Poteet 10, Greenville 7. Greenville trying to get a little something going here. We need a big play. We probably need to pick up at least 35 yards to have a shot at a field goal from Tarrant of Greenville. Fowler's under the center. One back, Keyston Williams in the backfield. Screen pass to Williams. Nice block. Oh, we're going to get I thought it was a nice block. I guess the umpires really didn't like it. Number 60, Stewart from Greenville. They're going to say clip. I thought his head was in front. But are they going to call him blocking below the knees? I'm not sure. But anyway, he sprung Williams for about a 8-yard gain, a little screen pass. But it looks like it's going to come back. It's going to be against Greenville Lions.
It's a well-designed play. We had the blocker out there ready to go, and Williams made a good job on running the ball hard.
Yeah, they're calling it a block below the waist, and that's questionable, but they can see it better than I can. But the referees really have done a good job tonight, so I can't say much about that. But that is a personal foul. Is that correct, Earl? So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Takes the ball all the way back to the Greenville 25, which brings up 3rd and about 3 miles.
It does stop the clock, but it gives Greenville another 3rd down possession.
Well, like I said, if we don't get this here, I'm sure we'll kick this away with 23 seconds, but at least we do what we talk about, ate the time up and won't give Poteet much time. Fowler back to pass, just throws it downfield. Caught out in the flat by number 6, Dennis. Close to a first down, about 4 yards short. Nice job by Fowler, nice job by Dennis. I'd like to have seen Dennis just maybe fight a little harder to come inside to try to get that first down.
There was a little bit of a soft defense being played that time. I would imagine because of the down and distance, but he was wide open on that sideline over there.
And a nice pickup of about, I'm not sure, maybe 20 yards or so. Really got Greenville out of the hole. Greenville is going to punt the ball with 4th and 4 with 17 seconds left. Poteet's having a hard time making up who's supposed to be out there. Fowler punts the ball, gets a nice kick away. The ball hits at about the 23-yard line, takes a lateral bounce, and is down by number 33 from Greenville. Let's see, 33, Marcus Talley at the 25-yard line of Poteet. So with 6 seconds left, Poteet looks like they're going to have one play to try to do something. I guess they'll take a shot at the end zone to get out of this quarter. But it's really been a good quarter of football by both teams. Both teams have been a little sloppy with the ball, a couple of turnovers. I'm not sure how many. I think Greenville's had a couple, and I think Poteet's had a couple.
Now, the turnovers have played a big part in this ball game, and field position is playing a big part in this ball game at this point.
But Poteet looks like they're just going to just get out of the half. They're set up in the what I call the protect formation. They're going to take a snap, down it, and go in. And that's exactly what they do. Quarterback takes a knee, and the time runs out in the half with a very good first half of football between both of these teams. They're both very evenly matched. And our score at the end of the half, Poteet 10 and Greenville 7. We'll return to you after these few announcements from our patrons. And we'll receive the ball the second half. There's absolutely no wind. I mean none. The flag has not moved tonight. So it doesn't make any difference what end you want to take. It's going to be the same which way you go. So no advantage one way or the other. But Greenville is taking the field. Their kickoff return back deep. We expect number 2, Courtney Gray, number 21, DeKeiston Williams, and it looks like it's going to be number 81, Tyree Cozine, who had a 98-yard interception return for a touchdown, which got Greenville right back in this ball game. Poteet is getting set. Their kickoff team is on the field, lined up, and looks like they're ready to go. We're just waiting for the whistle from the referee. And this should be a very exciting second half. Ball game is, I got to admit, the first half, I think Greenville took it to Poteet, and they were a little surprised. And, statistically, we won the first half, but, they got the lead right now. So Greenville's got to come back, work hard, and get back in this game with the lead. Kickoff is going to be short, going to be taken by 21 Williams. Williams breaks a seam on the outside, gets all the way up to about the 38-yard line. Nice job. I watched Williams and Tyree Cozine switch places at the last minute. The kicker looked up from Poteet, was looking down there, readjusted the ball, came and kicked the ball. When he looked down that second time, Cozine and Williams switched places and kicked the ball right to Williams, which is our best ball carrier. It was really a neat little move.
Yeah, he almost broke that.
Really
2 or 3 steps, and he was gone down the sideline.
Greenville takes the ball 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Their own 35. After a nice return of about 25 yards for DeKeiston Williams. And looks like we have a penalty against Poteet. The ball is moved up to the 50-yard line. I did not see it. It must have been a late hit out of bounds. Personal foul against Poteet.
That's
late
exactly
hit out of bounds.
what it was, David.
Moves the ball all the way up to the 50-yard line. So Greenville taking over in good field position. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fowler remains a quarterback, takes a snap, handoff to Williams, who crashes into the middle of the defensive line, but gets only maybe about a half a yard. The Poteet ball defense comes up with the ball, but I believe he had been blown down, Scott.
Yeah, Greenville's coming out trying to establish the running game. He ran hard up the middle. There just wasn't even room that time.
And as you said he would. Greenville lines up trips to the left. Williams, running back, one back. Fowler under center, takes a snap. Fowler looking downfield. Tight end screen to number 11, McGuffey. McGuffey makes a move, takes the ball all the way down to the 45-yard line. Pickup of about 5 yards, bring up 2nd and maybe 5.5, 6 yards.
That's just about the spreads version of the sweep.
That's a good way to put that. That time, like I said, was a little screen pass. McGuffey came back, and they call it the slip screen in Tennessee, the college team that you love so much. And a little more speed might have gone somewhere.
Yeah, it would have.
But we have twins to either side. Fowler takes a snap, look back, looking, throws the ball across to Nelson. Nelson breaks a tackle, takes 2 tackles, is in the open field, and takes the ball down to Petit 30-yard line. Nice pickup about 15 yards from Fowler to Nelson. Look like Greenville Lions got a little fire behind him right now.
I tell you, that's a perfect example right there of the timing. Fowler went back, set that back foot, hit his receiver right in the numbers. He made 2 great spin moves, very athletic moves, pushed the ball down the field. We're down on the 31-yard line. We're getting ready to go in and put this ball in the end zone and go ahead.
Yeah, Greenville's got a nice drive going since the penalty on the kickoff. Fowler's back, looking again, given chase by Poteet, pulls the ball down, runs it, just going to get what he can, which is going to be, tucks the ball and is hit, but it falls forward for about a 3-yard gain. Good decision by Fowler. That time he was rolling to his left, looking for something quickly on the rollout, and it just didn't materialize for him. But he was smart, pulled the ball down, and picked up about 3 yards.
57, Randy Torres for the Pirates. 5'11", 225 was chasing him down that time. That's a big man moving pretty quick.
He was moving pretty quick. We went 2 backs in the backfield. Fowler takes a snap, gives a handoff to, faked it to Williams, and I think it was Gray. No, he gave it to him. He faked it to Gray, gave it to Williams, who hits it up in the middle of the Poteet defense. Pick up of maybe a half a yard, maybe.
You know, David, it's very obvious that Poteet's been well schooled on the misdirection.
Yes.
Counter plays by Greenville. It's been very successful in the last couple of games, and Poteet is doing a good job reading that and staying at home. 3rd and
7. Fowler takes a snap, looking down the field. Good protection by the Lions. Fowler now breaks outside, hits Williams on a nice little swing pass. Williams makes a move. It looks like he's down for the first down.
He's going to be close.
He's going to be close. And Earl says first down. Nice job by Fowler and Williams. The play looked good. Fowler was looking downfield, had good protection again. The blocking began to break down. Fowler moved to his left and to his right. Williams followed him about 5 yards in front. Nice little dump off pass. And
there's a good example of the game slowing down for him seeing everything happen, making the right read, and getting the Greenville Lions a first down.
1st and 10 on the 20-yard line of Poteet. Fowler takes the ball, hands it inside to number 5, Finney. Finney keeps his legs moving, chugs along, falls forward for about a 3.5-yard gain. Not a bad play on first down here.
No, you know, that doesn't look like that big of a gain, but being able to run the ball inside and getting 3.5 yards, that's going to pay off benefits for us later in the game.
That time he was running behind sophomore number 60, Maynard Stewart, number 67, Benny Lee Shelby, and following the center, number 53, James Duncan. Nice job on that side of the defense of Poteet. Fowler has no backs in the backfield. He got trips to the right, twins to the left, empty backfield. Fowler takes a snap, looks, screen pass, inside to Gray. Gray goes down quickly. Number 58 takes him down from Poteet after about a 1-yard gain. Looked like that was going to go somewhere, Scott.
Yeah, Aaron Hutchins, number 58, made a shoestring tackle. If we could have got past that tackle,
he might have scored.
He might have scored.
That was a well-designed play, really set up. But 58 does a good job. Fowler takes the snap, looking downfield, looks deep in the end zone, and it is intercepted in the end zone by Poteet. Oh my goodness!
That's the one time that maybe he forced the ball in a place where he shouldn't have.
That was tough. He had a receiver in the end zone. I'm not sure.
It was somebody underneath him. Maybe overthrew him.
Yeah, I don't. You know, it was hard to tell what he was looking. There was a couple of Greenville receivers. One was open in the end zone. I couldn't tell if it was number 41, Ryan Rumpf. Somebody was in the end zone, and Fowler saw him break open, threw the ball, but just a little bit behind him, and boy, turnovers are this is the 3rd time, and now we've been scored position, and we've come away with a turnover. It really hurts.
You know, you could see him come off his receiver 2 or 3 times looking around, and he just tried to force it the last minute.
Poteet hands the ball off to Jacob, who breaks into the Greenville secondary, drags Nathan Ballot and Ryan Mosby for about 12 yards. Looks like Poteet wants to establish the run. First play of their offensive group, results in about a 12-yard run, 13-yard run, all the way out to the 33-yard line.
That was one of the first times tonight we kind of lost containment on the edge. The running back made a real hard run and just dragged us for a first down.
If you're just joining us, it is 7:20 in the third quarter where Poteet leads the Greenville Lions 10-7. We have a new quarterback, number 7 is in, and we'll get his name in just a second. Oh, that is Maddox. No, Maddox is their quarterback. He is in as quarterback right now. He had the ball off to Jacob for about a 3-yard gain. But Maddox had not played the first half, but he's playing the second half. I guess they're thinking if they're going to win this thing, they're going to have to do it because Greenville was able to stymie their offensive punch or firepower. Maddox takes the ball, gives again to Jacobs. Jacobs is, met. Good job. Met initially. Looked like he was going to be dropped for about a 3-yard loss by Jermaine Hamilton. Hamilton slowed him up, missed the tackle, and then he was greeted for about a 1-yard gain. But we were able to get Kevin McDonald and Marcus Talley and looks like Nathan Ballot were able to make the play after, like I said, a short gain. Brings up third and right at 5.
You know, that was a good job that time of spreading it out, keeping your containment, not giving them any running lanes, and it forces a third down.
Well, I know Maddox is a good runner. I don't know how much they're going to use him not to actually run the ball, but we'll find that out. He gives the ball to...
Excellent job.
Yeah. It doesn't look like they want to run Maddox. Maddox is standing back there, and he makes you think about because he has done a good job this year with running and throwing. But right now, we have a timeout on the field, an injury timeout. We'll take a 60-second break, and when we return, we'll talk a little bit more about what's going on with the quarterback from Poteet. Yeah, they don't want to run him.
No, but they brought him out there because they want to win this ball game.
Yeah.
Boy, he looks athletic, doesn't he?
Did you see that last handoff, though?
Yeah, there's timing issues.
And when you've had 3 quarterbacks playing in 2 games.
And the 3 quarterbacks played tonight.
Yep.
One first quarter, one second quarter, and this kid. Okay, Jim, go ahead and bring us back after this one. Poteet is in punt formation. Back deep is Courtney Gray. There's a flag down on the play. Ball play is stopped. We have an offsides against Poteet. If you are just joining us, there's 5:40 left in the third quarter. We are in Memorial Stadium in Mesquite, where the Poteet Pirates lead the Greenville Lions 10-7 in a very, very well played ball game by the Greenville Lions. The biggest problem the Lions had tonight is when they get in scoring opportunity, which has happened 3 times tonight. They have had turnovers every time. It's just really hurting the Lions. But their defense is keeping them in the ball game, and we're going to get the ball back. Courtney Gray is back to receive the punt. The punt is away. Gray's going to have a chance to field this, looks like, and get a run. Oh, and he musts it. He pulls it down, and very lucky to get that ball back.
That punter does a great job for Poteet. He got that ball high in the air. It was probably a 40, 50-yard punt.
Yes.
Had the nose turning down. It was a very difficult punt to field. Courtney was lucky at that point to be able to get back on the ball and keep possession.
Yeah, he was running. Courtney was running to his right, kind of looking over his shoulder, and really mishandled the ball. He does a very good job of handling the ball, but that one he really mishandled and was just lucky to get the ball back. And Poteet, the Poteet defenders were all over him. But Greenville sets up with a 1st and 10 on their own 17-yard line. Fowler under snap hands the ball to Courtney Gray, who dances for about maybe a yard and a half, trying to give Greenville a little bit of breathing room. But again, good job by the Greenville defense that last series to get the ball back. Now the Greenville offense, let's see if we can get something going. We're backed up on our end of the field. That was a pickup of 1. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that time there was another good example of Poteet playing that gap control. There wasn't a lot of penetration, but there was no place for the running back to run.
Greenville comes out with trips to the left. Williams in the backfield again. Okay, they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Everybody was getting pretty excited. They were trying that little tight end of that little flanker screen that they've had some success with. That time, Poteet really smelled it out. Their cornerback, number 11, Desmond Gladney broke that up before it ever got started, and lucky for Greenville because a lot of people thought that was a lateral.
I don't know what his read was that time, David, but I think he was there quicker than our receiver was.
Well, Fowler scrambling, looking around, has a man open, number 10, Derek Lucas, goes down. Not enough for a first down. That time Fowler had some pressure early. Lucas was breaking across the middle, was able to make the reception, but he was about 4 yards short, but did a nice job of getting Fowler out of trouble to make a positive play. But unfortunately, we're about 4 yards short, so Greenville's going to have to go ahead and punt this ball away. And we need a good punt here because Poteet could potentially end up in very good field position. The snap is back. Fowler gets the ball away. Fielded by Poteet at the 50-yard line. Fair catch called for by number 5, Chase Redding. So Poteet will take over. We'll have 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. And defense has got to step up one more time tonight, Scott. We've asked them to do it a lot. They've answered the call every time. And I see number 65 from Greenville, Justin Reeves. Am I saying that correctly? In the ball game now. Justin Reeves is in the ball game at nose guard. Benny Lee Shelby been playing there most of the first half. Justin is he's a pretty good nose guard. He didn't play last week, but let's see if he can help us get these guys slow down here, and he does.
Does a great job in the interior front of Greenville lines right there on inside give. Poteet will not give up trying to run inside.
No, for whatever reason, they really, well, on paper they should be able to run inside, but that time Jermaine Hamilton was coming hard on his outside linebacker on the blitz, run blitz, and was able to meet the ball carrier really at the line of scrimmage, and Reeves and Andy Wood would clog up the hole right in front of them, and that was about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, this is a field position game now. That the punt gave Poteet the ball on the Greenville side of the field.
Maddox takes the ball, gives it as a pitch. Greenville covers it well and holds there was a little option with Maddox. Maddox pitched the ball pretty quickly. I don't think they want to take a lot of chances with him. Pitched the ball to number 26, Jacob. Picks up about 5 yards. Greenville did a good job of covering the option. Looks like looks like they're running the old inside veer, really.
That was just a quick option there,
yep.
and trying to get the ball out. Got a real positive spot by the official that time. It's a big 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, big play here. Maddox takes the ball under center. He keeps the ball and is stopped. It's going to be short of the first down. He was very indecisive, and I know he's a good ball player, he's a good athlete, but he was a little hesitant right there taking that ball.
You can tell he's got another couple of gears, but I just don't think they're ready to go tonight.
There is a player down from Greenville. I can't tell who it is right now. We have an injury timeout. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout ourselves. We'll be back and talk a little bit about what's going on the field. We'll see you back in 30 seconds. Marcus Talley was the injured line on the play, but he's up on his own power. Looks a little woozy as he's walking off, but I think he's going to be okay. Brings up a 4th and about 2 for Mesquite. They have 2 running backs. Big 4th down here. The Greenville defense has risen to the occasion all night, and we're going to do it one more time. Maddox is the quarterback. He has 2 backs, a wing back to his left, and 2 wide receivers split to either side. Ball snap, hands the ball inside to, I can't remember this young man's name, Jacob. And Jacob does fall forward for about a 5-yard gain, which does result in a first down for Poteet. The ball's first snap, I thought we were going to get a good push by the defensive line, but not that time. They were able to
He found
get
just a little bit of seam there. Did a good job by the running back. There really wasn't that much of a gap. He hit it hard and just squirted through. Actually picked up about 3 yards.
The ball is resting at the 38-yard line of Greenville. 1st and 10, Poteet. Maddox takes the ball, hands it off inside to Jacob again. Short game of about 2.5 yards. Again, Greenville defense is not giving up much on the run. Poteet really wants to run the ball. They're just trying to pound it, and I guess they feel eventually their size is going to wear down the Greenville defense. But so far they're really hanging on. We got 2:11 left in the third quarter. The game's going by pretty quick because of the ground game.
Fast-paced ball game right now. You've got Greenville really playing a great game on defense, and here's a stand they really got to make.
They really do, because like I said, they're getting close to field goal range for this young man who kicked a 47-yarder earlier. Maddox takes the ball looking to throw. Greenville defender breaks in these, gets some quick pressure on Maddox, but he's able to deliver a strike to, can't tell, but it was good enough for about 9 yards and a first down. Number 81, Christopher Hornus.
It's easy to say Mr. Maddox has a lot of upside to his game. That was he was hard on the roll to his left that time.
I thought I saw a flag. Did I see a flag? I thought I saw a flag come out. It looks like we're walking here, and the Poteet, everybody's walking back. We might have a holding here. Scott, like I said, I thought I saw a flag. I wasn't sure. I stopped just for a second. Oh, illegal man downfield. Now that's a loss of down, am I correct? It's not a loss of down? Okay. Well, I thought I was going to show everybody act like I knew what I was talking about.
Well, that put us in a good position. Now it's about 2nd and 12, and gives us a chance to make a stop here. And that quarterback did a good job rolling to his left and put the ball right on the money that time.
Yeah, that time Andy Wood, number 51, looked like he's coming in on a blitz and was almost able to knock Maddox off his feet. But Maddox has been hurt, hasn't played much. He's playing the second half. And we got 2nd and 12 here. The ball resting on the 40-yard line. They give the ball to Jacob. I cannot remember his name. And Jacob picks up about 8 yards, which brings it to a 3rd and very manageable for Poteet. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 4. But a little surprised that they were able to pick up that much yardage on a second and long like that, just hang the ball straight up the middle. But again, they feel like they can run on Greenville.
That was really the first time that you saw a fairly large hole right up the middle of the Greenville defense.
Okay, we have timeout on the field. Can't tell who's taking the timeout.
Looks like an official timeout at this point.
Okay, the officials are conferring on the field. Now they've gone back, and it looks like they're going to reset the clock here pretty quick. But we okay, the clock does start back. We have less than a minute in the third quarter. Maddox lines up quarterback, 2 running backs, takes the ball. He's just going to tuck it and run. Hit by the Greenville defenders. Actually loss of about a yard. Good job by Greenville. Ryan Mosby, Andy Wood. I tell you what, I've been watching Andy Wood just really progress this year. That young man has become a very good linebacker.
Yeah, I think the linebackers of Greenville played a great game tonight. That time you had the talented quarterback with blockers out in front rolling to the right. Greenville would not be denied, made a penetration and sacked him for a yard loss.
Yeah, Ryan Mosby did a good job of stringing the play out, making it turn back, and Andy Wood was just like a torpedo. He was just flying through there, and he made sure that Mr. Maddox didn't go anywhere. And that is the end of the third quarter. We have a good one here in Poteet. This ball game is still up in the air, and at the end of the third quarter, Poteet 10, Greenville 7. We return to Lion football in 60 seconds. Fourth down for Poteet. They tried the quarterback sneak with Maddox, their all-star quarterback, and the Greenville line defense just shut the door on Poteet on that 4th and 4 from Greenville's 34-yard line. And like I said, Greenville defense just shut the door, Scott.
Hey, it's fourth quarter time.
And fourth down.
And fourth down, Greenville stood up and said, "We will not be denied. It's our football. Let's get the football and let's take it in and score, take the lead on this football game."
Yeah, nice job by the Greenville Lions defense. Third quarter stats, Poteet had 19 plays for 118 yards. Greenville had 12 plays for 39 yards. Got to get a little bit busier on offense, Scott.
Yeah, I agree with you, but the big point there is no points.
There you go. Fowler takes the snap, gives the ball inside to Gray. Gray breaks the secondary. It's a foot race. Gray's running down all the way down. Got a face mask against Poteet. Nice job by the Greenville line offensive line. Gray broke into the secondary, picked up a real quick 30-plus yards as he was being tackled. Number 4 from Poteet grabbed his face mask. Looked like it's about the only way he's going to get him down. should be a 15-yard penalty. Yes, it is personal foul. Greenville is going to end up going, oh Lord, how far did we go? We went 10, 20, 30, 40.
Ball's going to be on the 23-yard line.
47 yards, it looks like. Earl, am I right on that? You can check me if you want to. Greenville is going to pick up with the run and the penalty about a gain of 47 yards. First down on the 23-yard line of Poteet. We are at the beginning of the fourth quarter. There is 12 seconds gone by, and Greenville is threatening again. I don't want to jinx them and tell you what's been happening, but Greenville's had bad luck when we get down here. But here we are again, one more time, having an opportunity to score. Fowler takes the ball, throws inside to Dennis, little slip screen. Dennis dances a little bit and kind of falls down. That really wasn't a great effort by Mr. Dennis that time. I think he could have gotten a little more than he did, but he's looking to get the big gain instead of just lowering his head and picking up a couple of yards.
That quick screen, like I said, is almost like the old sweep for the spread offense.
And I'm noticing, Scott, that we're throwing a lot of these, and the secondary is just playing our kids so tight. I think we could take one deep on them.
Yeah, I think that might be the design.
But Fowler again, two backs in the backfield. Fowler gives the ball to number 2, Gray. Gray breaks again, is down to the 3-yard line. Courtney Gray.
There's Greenville football right there. Stick it in the end zone.
Yeah, buddy. Now, I saw some desire right there. Poteet is just rocked. They're just shaking their heads like, what's going on?
Courtney Gray got the football that time and took it to the house. He ran through 5 or 6 players that time.
Good power of about an 18-yard run. Greenville is first and goal on the 4-yard line of Poteet. Ball inside to Gray. Gray running hard, looking and down to the 1-yard line. Courtney Gray. Well, we've got a little something going here, Scott.
That young man is motivated right now.
I'm telling you, nice job by Benny Lee Shelby, Maynard Stewart, and James Duncan on the right side of the Greenville offensive line, just knocking the Poteet defenders back and giving Courtney a nice crease. Almost got through there. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. Greenville full house backfield with Gray and Williams. Give to Gray. Gray's fighting, and he's close, but he was good penetration that time by Poteet. Just hit him about a half a yard in the backfield. He tried to squirm and squiggle his way forward, but really didn't pick up much. The ball still resting at the 1-yard line.
Here's a big play, 3rd down, David.
3rd and 1. Greenville lines up with Williams as the only running back. We have twins on both sides. Fowler under center. The give inside to Williams. Touchdown, Greenville Lions.
There we go.
Yay!
That's what we've been looking for.
All right. Again, the middle of that Greenville line, the heart of that offensive line, James Duncan, Maynard Stewart, Christian Woodson just cleared the hole, and DeKeeson just stuck his head in there and got after it. And I mean, like you said, that's Greenville line football. That's a great job.
That brings back memories from the past there.
Oh,
you get to the 2-yard line, 3 runs, and put it in the end zone.
We're going to stick it in on you. You're not going to stop us. Greenville shows the swinging gate formation for the lines back up conventionally. Tarrant is on for the extra point. We have a cluster right now of mistakes. We've got Poteet jumping one way, Greenville jumping the other. Both sides are looking at each other like, what's going on? The referees are sorting it out. We have offsides against Poteet, which will move the ball from the 2.5-yard line to about the 1.5-yard line. So Tarrant will move the tee up about 6 inches.
Not a big gain here.
Not a big gain.
Let's just put the ball through the uprights right here.
Okay, Fowler is the holder. Tarrant will attempt the snap, or will attempt the kick. Snap is down, good, and up, and it is good.
Excellent.
And with 9:56 left in the fourth quarter, Greenville 14, Mesquite Poteet 10. Folks, hang on. This one's going to be a good one. We'll be back to you after a 60-second break. In, take the lead in the ball game, 14-10. Greenville kicks off, Pooch kicks it. The ball hits number 10 from Poteet, feels the ball, at about the 28-yard line, where Poteet will take over 1st and 10. But getting back to that touchdown drive, Scott, that happened in a hurry. It was all running plays, 67 yards, again aided by a 15-yard penalty, but there was a lot of effort, a lot of determination, and I am so proud of the Greenville offensive line. Those guys were determined to get either Gray or Williams in. Williams got to take it in, but Gray did the bulk of the work on that drive.
Determination and effort right there. That was old-time Greenville football. Put it in the belly of the back and let him go.
Mesquite takes over. Maddox is the quarterback, rolls out, scrambles. The ball is completed on a little out route by Poteet. Maddox is really a good quarterback. He put the ball right on the money to number 15 at about, which is Travis Everett.
David, every time
just right at the 10-yard marker.
Every time Mr. Maddox is passed tonight, he's been on the roll. He does an excellent job throwing the ball on the roll, and I can see now how he gets 100 and 100 rushing and passing. It gives him the option to run or pass every time.
He's a good athlete. He's got good feet. He's not real big, but he's very quick. Maddox is under gun, takes the ball, hand off to Jacob. Jacob is pushing the pile. Greenville's trying to push back, but Jacob takes the pile up for about a 5-yard gain on 1st down, which will bring up 2nd down. The ball would be resting on Poteet's 42-yard line. Now, Scott, Poteet hasn't really had a long drive. They make a mistake, an incomplete pass, a penalty, something like that. Would it be advantageous for just Greenville just to make them go the distance in short chunks?
Yeah, in that 3rd quarter, we saw the stats where they had a lot of yardage, a lot of time of possession, but we did not let them score. We did not let them cross the goal line. That last play, though, he pushed us for 5 yards once we had him tackled, and that's what we got to stop from happening.
We got 2 backs in the back. Number 21 takes the handoff from Poteet. From Maddox, Josh Preston. That was a little bit of different formation. Broke the formation and went to line up at a wing, came in motion and got set in the backfield, took the handoff for about a 4-yard gain, which brings up 3rd and 1.
And we've been able to go about 3rd and 3 and 3rd and 4. That big offensive line is starting to get that push on us. This is where we really got to play tough in the 4th quarter.
Maddox under center, 2 running backs, gives the ball to Jacob. Jacob breaks open and is off to the races. Jacobs is going to score. Oh my goodness. Well. Yep, they've been holding him all night long. It was a 3rd and 1. It was just the same thing they've been doing, nothing fancy. But the offensive line from Mesquite, as you were just talking about, opened up a nice hole. And Jacob squirted right through, went up untouched. Nobody there to stop him, and Poteet takes the lead back from Greenville.
The whole first part of the game up to the 4th quarter, we're talking about what a great job we were doing on that defensive line, about controlling that defensive front. And just the last 2 plays, you could see that extra push where instead of it being a 1 or 2 yard gain, it was a 5 or 6 yard gain. All of a sudden they got a pop and their running back takes it the distance.
Exactly. Well, with 8:04 left in the ball game, the score is Poteet 17, Greenville 14. We'll be back after 60 seconds of line football. Poteet goes 4 plays and 73 yards in 1 minute 52 seconds. Jacob breaks a 54-yard run untouched up the middle, and that was the one that sealed the deal on that particular drive. So Greenville takes it down in a hurry, and so does Poteet. Poteet kicking off to Greenville, squibs it on the ground, will be picked up by number 81, Kozine. Kozine heads to his right, falls down at the 24-yard line. I'm not sure what caused that, but it looked like he was trying to make a cut back, lost his footing, and just fell down. Looked like he could have got a little bit more yardage, but be that as it may, Greenville will take over 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. There is a penalty on the play.
I bet it was offsides on Poteet.
I think you're exactly right.
Run this one back again.
Well, that is wonderful because I know Greenville can do a better job of returning that kickoff than they did there. Welcome back to Greenville Lions football. Poteet has just scored on a 73-yard drive in a minute 52, has taken the lead back from Greenville 17-14. On the ensuing kickoff, they were offside, so they will kick again from their own 35-yard line, which should help the Greenville Lions get a good return and good field position. We are looking at about 8 minutes left in the ball game, and David Gish and Scott Potter here bringing you this ball game live. And as they get ready to kick the ball, we were talk about the possibility of Greenville getting a good return, taking some time up and sticking this ball in the end zone with about maybe a minute and a half left, and hopefully Petit could make some mistakes. But they kick it on the ground again. The ball will be fielded by Kozine again. Kozine's a little hesitant. Still on his feet, takes the ball, dancing around at the 30-yard line, and it's brought down at the 30. Looks like he's going to get something more out of it. Looked like he thought about lateraling the ball to DeKeiston Williams, but he elected to keep the ball and take it himself.
I think that did cross his mind at the very beginning, and I think he thought better of it as he took the ball up the field.
And in theory, it might have been a good idea, but in practice, it's probably better that he just kept and got what he could. Greenville takes over 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Fowler at quarterback, Williams and Gray, the running backs, twins to the right. We have motion by Poteet and motion by Greenville. Poteet jumped first, then a receiver, Lucas, took off a little early on his route. Offsides against Greenville, which doesn't help the cause any.
No, that's going to push us back 5 yards, 1st and 15. The big thing Greenville needs to do right now with 7:46 left in the game is keep control of this ball, keep the ball out of Poteet's hands, put us in a position to get ahead and give that defense a chance to rest and have one more big push to stop Poteet.
Well said, well said. 1st and 15, the ball resting on the 25-yard line of Greenville after a offsides penalty against Greenville. The Lions go in no huddle, check their wristbands, looking for the play. Williams and Gray in the backfield, twins to the right. Handoff is to Williams. Williams break. Oh, boy, I thought he was going to get going.
He had a shot.
Yeah, Williams broke into the secondary very quickly. It looked like he was going to be in a foot race, but was brought down by a shoestring tackle after a gain of about 4 yards, which will bring up a 2nd and 11.
He had room to run that time, and just got brought down by one hand on the shoestring that time.
I couldn't tell who brought him down, but he was fixed to take off. Again, Greenville, same formation. Williams in the backfield along with Gray. Handoff to Gray. Gray struggling, trying to get free, almost breaks it himself. Nice pickup of about 7 yards, which will leave Greenville in a very manageable 3rd and about 4.
Courtney did a great job that time breaking 3 or 4 arm tackles and just kept his knees churning, put us in a position to try to pick up this 1st down.
Again, Fowler, quarterback, Gray, Williams in the backfield, twins to the right. Looking for the slant to Dennis, complete. Oh, and it's an incomplete pass. Thought Dennis had it. Looked like it was going to be a fumble. Nice play by the secondary of Poteet, but a great route and a great throw by Dennis and Fowler. I mean, he put the ball exactly where it had to be. It was a 3rd down and 4. He gets a completion of about 8 yards, and Dennis can't hang on.
Well, and you know, it was a perfect play by the defense, too. I think the route was perfect, the throw was perfect, and the timing on the hit was perfect, and just knocked it out.
Yeah, very unfortunate because Greenville really, really needed to keep that drive going. But be that as it may, Fowler's back to punt. The snap, Fowler kicks the ball. Number 5 for Poteet catches it, and good job by the Greenville defense. Good coverage. There is a flag down on the play. I'm going to be guessing it's going to be against Poteet, maybe a block in the back. Fowler kicked a line drive. It was like a bullet.
Yeah, it was an end-over-end line drive, and that really gave the opportunity for Poteet to have a big play right there on the return, and Greenville did a fine job on the coverage.
Great job of coverage. The return maybe 2 or 3 yards, but there is a flag down. The referees are conferring at about the 47-yard line. Both teams are kind of standing and watching, waiting for the signal. Nobody's getting too excited about the call so far. Maybe they don't know what it is. And here is the call by the referee. Okay, this is a substitution penalty against Greenville. And if I heard the referee correctly, he said a player did not come off the bench or came off the bench or didn't go out or something.
Didn't come inside the numbers.
Some of the numbers off the bench. So there was a substitute, a 5-yard penalty assessed against the Lions. Poteet is 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. Time for a big stand by the Greenville Lions right now with 6:32 left, trailing by 3. Maddox under center, takes the ball, gives to Jacob. Jacobs pounds it in for about 5 yard line, for about 5 yards. And that big offensive line of Poteet looks like starting to wear down the lineman of Greenville.
You know, there was a lot of bodies inside right there that time. There wasn't a lot of hole, but it was a lot of push by some big guys up front and some hard running, and netted him 4 or 5 yards, and that's what we got to get stopped.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, they just look like they're getting foot to foot on their splits, and like just say, we're going to make a wall behind you.
It's just a
road
grader right now.
Yes, exactly. And like I said, there's some big young men from Poteet, and looks like they're just going to try to ride him behind and get what they can. Again, Maddox back in the shotgun, 2 running backs with him, hands the ball off again to Jacobs. Jacobs breaks inside, picks up about 6 yards, good enough for the first down, takes the ball down to the 41-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Yeah, Scott, they're starting to take the toll now. That big, heavy offensive line is wearing down the Greenville defense.
You know, you talk a lot about scheme and X and O's in football, but when my X is bigger than your O, a lot of times what happens is they run right up at you. And Greenville has done a great job through 3 quarters stopping this. And we still got the opportunity. They've got the ball on our 42, and it's time for Greenville to step up and make that big play again.
Maddox shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield, hands off right up the middle again. Good job by the Greenville Lions. Okay. Justin Reeves had him at the line of scrimmage for no gain, just couldn't hold on to, and couldn't hang on to Jacob. Jacob was able to score through and pick up about 3 yards before finally being brought down by Andy Wood and Reggie Washington.
We had him stopped for no gain that time.
Justin Reeves had busted through from his nose guard position and had got his arms around his legs, and he just was able to pull through. And
that's a good job by the running back, but now if we get a good play here, it sets us up to try to stop him on this drive.
Maddox on the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield again, hands it to Jacob. Jacob's running hard, but the Greenville line holds it for about a 2-yard gain. Washington in on the play, number 5, Ty Finney, 65, Justin Reeves. Good job by the Greenville defense, and brings up 3rd and 4. Big play with 4:18 remaining in the ball game. Poteet 17, Greenville Lions 14, and we need the ball back, and we need it quickly if we're going to have a chance to at least try to tie this game up.
This might be a play we go back and remember right here if we can stop this 3rd and 4.
Maddox in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield, twins to the left, snap. And Maddox breaks into the secondary. Nice job by Poteet running the option. He just read it perfectly, pulled it down, and was able to pick up about 7 or 8 yards and the first down.
That was a well-designed play. Quarterback reversed out, came down the line, had the pitch run option. Like you said, David, he read it perfect, just cut it right up in the seam and got his first down.
You know, I hadn't seen anybody run any real true option in a long time. With, like I said, kind of a variance of the inside veer or maybe the outside veer, but they're doing a pretty good job with it. Maddox in the shotgun, 2 back set, takes the ball, hand up right up the middle. Jacob bounces, rumbling down to the Greenville 13-yard line. Right at the point of attack, right at the line of scrimmage, somebody had him.
Yeah, we had penetration. There was a lot of effort put to get to the ball carrier where we had been finishing those tackles. He ran through us that time. Once again, I think you're seeing a big offensive line. The Greenville defensive players have been valiant tonight in their efforts, and they have not given up.
Yeah.
The ball is inside the 20, and we're still playing ball hard.
You're exactly right. The ball is down on the 13-yard line of Greenville. Maddox is shotgun, 2 backs, hands off again to Jacob. Jacob just rumbling forward, dragging players for about 4 yards. Going to be about 5 on the 11-yard line. And Greenville's taking a timeout to try to talk this over and see if we can get a stop here. With 2:56 left in the ball game, the score is Poteet 17, Greenville 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds to Greenville Lion football. 2:56 left in the 4th quarter, with the Lions trailing 3 behind the Pirates of Poteet, 17-14. Poteet has a 2nd down on the Greenville 11-yard line. Maddox takes a snap, is just rolling out. Nice, Lord have mercy. Number 2, Courtney Gray, had a kill shot on Maddox for about a 2-yard loss. Missed the tackle. Maddox was able to spin, pick up about 5 yards, leaves them with an easy 3rd and 2.
You know, David, you seeing Mr. Maddox right there, very athletic play. Like you said, we had Courtney had broken down and was ready to put the hit on,
yeah.
and just made a magnificent spin move and got himself about 7-8 yards.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's 3rd and 2. Maddox is in the shotgun, 2 backs. We need a big play from the lines right here. We need the ball back, but we need a big play to stop them here. Maddox takes a snap, hands it to Jacob. Jacob lumbering, moving, fighting, touchdown, Poteet. Woo, man.
That was a lot of effort right there.
Yeah, that was a lot of effort by Mr. Jacob. You know, Greenville had him, trying to hold on to him. Good job by the Greenville defense tonight, but just flat wore out of gas.
Yeah, that was a true situation, what we've been describing all night, where big back, big offensive line just banging on you, and give Poteet credit there. The young man ran very hard.
He did a good job. The snap is down, the kick is on the way, and it is good. And with 2:05 left in the 4th quarter, the score is Poteet 24, Greenville Lions 14. We'll return to Lion football after 60 seconds. With 2:05 left in Memorial Stadium, the score is Poteet 24, Greenville Lions 14. Poteet has just really almost put the ball game away with short amount of time. They go 57 yards in 9 plays, a 6-yard touchdown run by Brandon Jacobs or Matt Jacob? Jacob has 31 rushes for 163 yards and 2 touchdowns. Poteet kicks the ball off, taken up by Williams, number 21. He's at the 20-yard line, breaks up to the 30, fumbles the ball, but looks like it's fumbled out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Well, Greenville will take over 1st and 10 on its own 33-yard line.
You know, David, Poteet took a page out of that book that we were calling for Greenville right there.
Yeah.
They did exactly what we were hoping Greenville could do. They had a ball control drive. They took time out of the clock. They put points on the scoreboard, and now they're in good shape in this football game.
Yeah, Poteet did a nice job of really putting the game away. They kept the ball on the ground. They didn't put the ball in, didn't take any chances. They just ran a base offense and let their big old lineman get that one. And
well, we got 157 to get back in it like we did last week.
That's exactly right. Anything can happen. Fowler under the shotgun, looking to throw the ball, has time, lets the ball go. Number 9, Nelson, nice play, picks up about 11 yards on the little underneath pass. They've had a lot of success tonight. Greenville's not going to go quietly. Nice job.
Now, let's remember last weekend we had those 2 scores quickly and won the ball game. So let's see if we can make magic happen again.
Greenville is in a hurry-up offense. They quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Fowler in the shotgun. Williams is a running back. Fowler drops the ball, drops it again. Can't get the handle. I think he got it back. He just had a hard time handling the snap from center. And that's one thing we haven't seen at all this year is problems from the center and the quarterback. We've seen that in the past with some of our exchanges, but not this year. But comes a very unfortunate time.
I think he just took his eye off the ball a little bit, trying to get a peek at his break on his receivers.
Again, Greenville lines up quickly. They're in formation. Fowler takes a snap, looks downfield, throws the ball to Williams, intercepted by Poteet. It's going number 23. Looks like he's going to score. Yeah, Fowler going to meet him at the goal line, and oh man. Well, Fowler was trying to throw the ball to Dennis, number 6. And I got to say, Dennis stopped on the route. He was kind of jogging out there, and he looked like he didn't want to get hit to me. I'm just going to call it the way I see it. Fowler pulled the ball back, let it go again, trying to get the ball to him, but that time 23 was able to step in front of it. But I'm going to blame that one on number 6, the sophomore Dennis. He's played a good game tonight, but that one was his because he gave up on the route.
Yeah, we've seen some great route running and timing throws tonight on Greenville, and that time Poteet really had good coverage, and like you said, the route wasn't as sharp as what we've seen.
Well, if he'd have ran the route hard like he's supposed to, it'd have been there. Fowler was waiting for him to clear like he's supposed to, and he stopped. He just stopped the route, and he was covered up, and then Fowler had nothing to do, couldn't do anything with it. Anyway. We have a 33-yard touchdown return by number 23 of Poteet, Kendrian Betts, which makes the ball game now 31-14 Poteet. The game's a lot closer than this, but it's it's going to look kind of rough on the stats. But we'll return to line football in 30 seconds. We have a personal foul against Poteet, 15-yard penalty that's assessed on the kickoff. And Poteet will kick from the 25-yard line. The personal foul, what had happened is number 23, Bettis, was going in for the touchdown, and when he got to the 1-yard line, he just did a flip into the end zone. And I'm taking it, I didn't really see the call, that they're calling excessive acceleration against Poteet, which is a personal foul, but which is almost academic. With 1:07 left, the Lions are behind 17 points, right? 31-14.
You know, David, you made a comment a while ago that it's a much closer game than what looks on the scoreboard and on the books. You had one real long run by Jacob, who's done a great job running the ball all day long. The interception return elevates the score, and you just hate to see it go that way after Greenville's put forth such a good effort for most of the game tonight.
Yeah, that's true. That's one thing the Greenville Lions got to learn is how to play hard all the time. But Heath is taking the kickoff, is broken down, open field, took the ball at about the 27-yard line and returned it all the way out to the 48 of Poteet. But getting back to what you were talking about, that is exactly right. And that's the sign of a mature team, is that can you play consistently? Can you keep your head in the game? Do you not make those mistakes, and which Greenville has not learned to do. We've got they've got a lot of young players, and they're playing, but when you play at the varsity level, boy, every play you got to play hard, every play, if you want to win championships.
You're right.
Fowler's back, quarterback takes a snap, has time, looking, the long throw across the field, complete to Gray. Gray picks up about 11 yards, all the way down to the 39-yard line.
Fumble.
Oh my goodness!
There was a fumble called on the hit. If you had a replay, that might come back where the ground calls the fumble. But high school football, unfortunately, we don't have the replay.
It wasn't the ground.
No, it was just a good hit.
Well, it was a big hit. It was the far side of the field, and the ball came out. And unfortunately, Poteet made the recovery, and 43 seconds to go.
Well, Gray was trying to make something happen. Fowler had thrown it really across the field to right in front of the Greenville sidelines. Gray made the catch and was trying to get more yards. He had gone about 12 yards. Poteet's secondary came up and just put a good lick on this really good stick and knocked the ball loose. And I don't think Gray knew where he was for a second. But Poteet takes the ball over at the 36-yard line, handoff to number 26. I guess is our friend Jacob, and just drags the Greenville defense. They're tired and they're ready to go home, Scott. Drags them for about 11 yards. I hate to say that, but they're ready to go home.
It's been a lot of stand-up man play there in the middle. There's been a lot of plays up the middle tonight, and a lot of effort put forth on both sides. And you have to give credit to Poteet's running back and their offensive line. They've done a good job staying with their game plan.
They have,
and they put it right up the middle.
It looks like we'll probably have one more play. As Maddox takes the snap and downs it, and we have 7 seconds left in the ball game, so that's going to do it. So tonight, Poteet comes alive in the fourth quarter, scores 14 points, and is able to put away the Greenville Lions. We'll break for a 60-second commercial, and then we will come back and have a wrap-up of tonight's game and just talk a little bit about what we can expect for the rest of the season. So more of Lions football in 60 seconds.